Bob got me this this opportunity. So the next month comes, like I booked my hotel. Like I did all this stuff on my own. So I paid for my own hotel. I paid for a flight. So the week before, I live in Florida, man. We get hurricane season. All right, you got I don't know what seasons you get in Australia, but we get hurricanes over here. So
no, we don't have them here.
Oh well, lucky you. All right, things that kill you, like big spiders and angry insects.
Jacked kangaroos.
Yeah, those things are buff, dude. Super buff. And koala bears, so cute.
Man, koalas are fucking evil, bro.
Dude, I've heard that. I heard they're really mean, but they're super adorable. Kind of like my girlfriend when you don't give her pizza. Super adorable, but super mean.
Sorry. Well, please wait. Koalas are the thing that they have to eat like 23 hours a day, and if they don't have like those leaves on hand, they will turn nasty quick.
Yeah, dude, they're little buttholes. I've heard that.
Yeah, we call them drop bears.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because they'll drop out of the tree and attack you. No, I'm kidding. That's a rumor. That's an old wives' tale.
Yeah, so the week before the camp, the ROH tryout camp, we got hit with a gnarly hurricane in Florida. So I was in Orlando, and I was like, well, I'm gonna try to fly out of Orlando, but they closed the airport down. But the hurricane wasn't even gonna hit us at that time yet. So I'm like, all right, whack. So my parents live in Fort Lauderdale, which is 3 hours south. So I booked a flight out of Fort Lauderdale, thinking, hey man, I'll just try and beat the storm, because they were still kind of doing some flights. So I drove down there the night before, booked my flight, and then the next morning canceled. I was like, oh, so cool. So my uncle lives in Atlanta. I'm like, well, looks like we're driving to Atlanta, which is like 14 hours from where I was at. So I drove to Atlanta, flew out of Atlanta, and then made it to the camp, and then did the tryout camp, I guess, and impressed some people, some who didn't like me. That's cool. But I did enough to get a second opportunity they came to Lakeland, which is 45 minutes west of me. I just got confirmation from my girlfriend. I just know left, right. I don't know north.
Yeah, I'm bad at geography as well, man.
I have like a GPS. I'm like, nope, it's left and right. It ain't go north. Sorry. So then like I went to Lakeland, and that they had like I helped set up. They had other guys trying to get in as well. So I did like a 6-man tag match, and like I learned, I learned a lot of really good stuff at NXT, like very, very great fundamental things, and I'm still trying to kind of find myself at this point. But I was like, man, I'm not gonna do anything stupid. Like at the trial camps, like people were trying to do really dumb stuff, and they're like, dude, just wrestle well, and then like you can do moves, that's cool, but if you can't like actually do footwork or be like on time, then like it doesn't matter how cool your moves are. So like I just kind of carried that over to this match. Like I didn't do anything like extravagant. Like I just made sure like I fed correctly. I made sure like my timing was good, like my footwork. Like I tried to make sure things that we did like made sense. Like all these other guys, like, well, let's do like 3 dives. I'm like, motherfucker, I don't dive. So like you can hit me and I'll fall over, but I'm not diving. I don't do that. So like essentially, like I didn't overdo anything, and I did like enough things well to, hey, we're gonna do this top prospect tournament and you're gonna be in it. And I was like, say, well, let's go. And then you know how that went. I won it, and now I'm fine.
And that's the thing, man, winning the top prospect tournament and being given that, Ring of Honor obviously did see a lot of potential in you and see that star value in you as well. And that top prospect tournament has been, oh, look at you, just like, oh, praise me, put me over,
good, give it to me, good.
keep going, don't stop.
Yeah.
Obviously you look at some of the guys that have won that tournament. It's a very prestigious tournament as well for a lot of the young guys that are coming through Ring of Honor. But you've been with Ring of Honor for a few years now, and when you got signed by them, what was did you have main goals that you wanted to achieve once you got signed by Ring of Honor?
Obviously, I think they're like kind of different kind of people in this world. Some people who this was kind of a mentality in college, and I carried it over. There are people. So when I was captain of my team for my junior senior year, I would ask the guys, hey, what are your goals for this year? What are the things you want to accomplish? And like a lot of the guys were like, hey, I just want to make it to nationals. well, you want to make it, and then what? You gonna leave? Like, no, motherfucker. Like, I want to fucking win. I want to win the conference. I want to win everything. You know, like there are people who just want to make it, and people who want to excel in it. I don't want to just be a guy that sits and excels and collects a paycheck, man. Like, I want to hold gold in everything. I'll give me them all at the same time. Let me be world champ, let me be tag champ, 6-man champ, television champ. I want to be everything like that. I always want to be at the top. I don't ever want to be the guy that's just there, you know? So like for me, right now, with the pure title going on, like that's like a really cool goal. Cause that's like very, very, stylistically something I would excel at. So that's kind of the goal. But more importantly, the thing with Silas, the tag championship, that's kind of where the drive is at right now to get that gold.
And you mentioned Silas, who has been a guest on this show before, and I love the interaction between you two because it's just it's amazing to watch. Like, you know, you just see you, this bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, young guy, and this grizzled vet that is just like just an angry man. And it's like in real life, like when I had to interview Silas, I was like, oh man, I want like I mean, like, you know, wrestling is a work. But you sit there and go, how much like their character is this guy going to be like? Is it going to be like pulling teeth trying to interview him? And he's one of the nicest guys I've ever spoken to. Like, he's just an absolute gentleman. But how? Well, I have got that charming Australian accent.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, 100%. That's one reason why I'm here, is to hear you talk. Like, I want to hear you tell me stuff, you delicious little man, you.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much. But how did you guys, form that team and that? How was it presented to you that they were going to put you with Silas? Or put you guys together, I should say.
So prior to us being together, I have a pretty good locker room etiquette and standing with like almost everybody. I get along with everyone, and like I'm pretty cool dude to be around, in my own mind anyway. But
tell us how you really feel about yourself, Josh.
Well, I'm the youngest of 4, and I'm the most handsome. Definitely the best looking for sure. But anyway, so I had a pretty good relationship with Silas just going into anything that prior to this. From like I bring food when I travel a lot. So I don't know if you ever heard this, but like I bring baby food a lot when I travel. So
lots of protein in that, man.
What's that?
Lots of good protein and nutrients in baby food, dude.
Yeah, and they're good carbs, man. Like the boys make fun of me. They're like, dude, baby food, really, bro? And I'm like, I can whoop your ass. They're like, yeah, you right. But so it's like kind of like the first time I was doing it, I was just kind of eating, minding my own business, and like Silas was like, hey man, what is that? I was like, this or that? Nothing. Like, is that baby food, Josh? And I was like, yeah, man, you want some? He's like, no, I'm a real man. And he's like, you're the most badass guy in this locker room, but you're eating baby food? You're an idiot. So I'm just like, why are you so mean, dude? Like, why do you hate me? Like, that's so it's like so like after that, I was just like kind of like a never-ending joke of like, oh, you got baby food today? Or like that. I'm like, actually, yes, I do. Would you like some? Like, so I was like, I own it, man. Baby food is great. Tastes wonderful. So I would bring like all this food, and I got to share with the boys and stuff. So we had like a really good rapport prior to this. So I had just come back from a knee injury and finishing school. And so kind of like a fresh start for me. And I started getting a little bit more momentum. And so Silas is like in a really good spot in his career right now, where he's an experienced guy, and people, like, you can give him pretty much anything and it's going to be magical. And I think he was just finishing the thing with Gresham, that story and program that they had going on. And, so he's thinking about the next thing. And I didn't really have like a set story going on. So it was Silas's idea to, hey, there's a lot of potential there. Let me do this thing and we'll see where it goes. And originally it wasn't supposed to like be this long or this good. It was kind of supposed to be like a thing for us to however it was going to end, but it wasn't supposed to be this. And like it kind of just morphed into what we have going on, which is like a really loving relationship. And it's the best.
Yeah, like as I said, seeing the interaction between you two guys is hilarious. Like I absolutely love it.
Dude, like it's totally like that. Like if you would just put a camera with us and like we're not in character, it's the exact same way. Like it's ridiculous. I'm like, dude, just film all the time. He's like, I don't even want to be around you like right now. Like, go away. Like, dude, like just come on. Like I always text him like ideas. Like seriously, like if I could show you on my phone, like it's literally just like blue, 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 white, blue, 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 blue. Like I blow him up all the time. Like I'm really annoying. I'm like, hey man, I have this idea. Like, what are you up to, dude? Like, yeah, it's bad. Like I'm the exact same way in real life. And then in our relationship, and he's like almost the same. So sometimes he's a little nice, sometimes he's not. Depends on how I get him. I don't know, but like, yeah, like I just love having fun with
him. But I think that's like, yeah, it's really that odd couple type relationship that's coming on screen, and it's, you know, those relationships work amazing in tag teams, and you've seen that time and time again in pro wrestling. You know, you mentioned the pure title tournament that you're in, correct?
I am.
Yeah, and you know, obviously bringing back that pure title to Ring of Honor, which is something I think Ring of Honor fans have really been craving for and clamoring for many years, and the fact that they bring it back is amazing. I think it really matches your style. You know, personally, I'd love to see you take out that tournament because I think you'd be a really good representation for that title. But you know, with championships in wrestling, for you, is that something that you want to be like? Do you want to be one of the champions, or do you look at, you know, championships as, well, no, it's a prop, it's part of the story? And you know, what's your take on championship belts in professional wrestling?
I think so. There's like A and B to that, right? Like, yeah, some people like, oh, well, it's just a thing that they give you to, you know, like as a prop, I guess some people think that. But I think, you know, having that, it's a responsibility, really, you know, because like you get more like light on you, so you're essentially like a piece of the company. You're representing that company, and there's more pressure to perform and to do well, because that's a spotlighted match. That's a highlighted match, you know. So I think having that like is really like a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a testament to like how much the company trusts you. You know, they believe in your ability, they believe in what you bring, what you stand for. They're confident in you as an athlete on and off camera. So I think like having a title for sure is definitely like an uplifting thing. I don't look at it as like, oh, well, wrestling is fake, this is a prop. No, like
No.
yeah, I know you didn't say that, but like some people, like, you know, I don't think that. I think having a title like kind of like elevates you to like a next level. You have to elevate your whole game. You have to improve on everything. You know, it doesn't afford you the opportunity to kind of slack. And you know, like for me, like I strive to improve and to be exceptional. And I think that would just like kind of um, be like a gratification for like how hard I've worked. So like of course that's like something like I aspire to be as a champion in everything, and not just in Ring of Honor, but in my life.
Yeah, and I think in pro wrestling, when a company puts a championship on an individual, it's really like saying, "Hey, you're the guy we want representing us." It's an investment.
Yeah.
You know, we believe you're the guy to carry this company in a certain aspect of, whether it be a secondary title, main title, or tag title. It's, we think you are one of the guys we want to invest time, money, and resources in, because we see something in you, and it is an achievement.